The books you won't put down. Grab the House of Lazenberry series by author Daniel Webb. Since his controversial interview at the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, the books can't stay on the shelf. Grab the series, The House of Lazenberry, The House of Lazenberry 1970H, and The House of Lazenberry, A Time to Heal. Link in the description box.
Hey, man, pleasure to have you on, man. 2023 is upon us, man. We already in the second month. As crazy as that fucking sounds. But how's your 2023 treating you, man? All of the bullshit aside, how's your year been going thus far in the
world, man? What's today? Today's the what?
February 1.
Oh shit! So yeah, January, the whole January. Okay, so basically, the whole first month was it was beautiful for me. I mean, I'm ready for everything that's coming. I'm ready for. So, you know what I'm saying? And I've been already programmed to be ahead. You know what I'm saying? The chess player, as a chess player from back in the days, I had to go back in my archives and really put some more strength in my chess playing games from and my strategies from back then. So, a chess player, we gotta think at least 3 or 4, moves ahead. So basically, at the end of the day, it's whether it's hate or the love. I'm always coming with love. So, when the hate comes, though, you also got to be prepared. So, we got to make sure that we define the hate. We can't always just say, he hates because of jealousy, because of this. You have to really define the situation, define the hate. You know what I'm saying? Like the Nori situation that just happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't take that as personally as Nori, has hate for me like that. I take it as a brother that don't like that situation. He knows the information, and his soul and his body just had to throw it up. You know what I'm saying? You have to throw it up because, some people might be sometimes getting caught in others' bullshit and they don't back it. Like, their soul can't even, absorb it and process it. So, and you could go back in the archives with Nori too. He was the one trying to find a peace, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days between the whole terror squad thing. We wasn't ready back then. I don't think we ever be ready, you know what I'm saying? Because the way this dude be moving, you already seen it. And I've been informing y'all this, saying not to complain. And I never complain. I always made sure I told you guys it's not about complaining. It's about actual facts and truth that's been going on. When I be trying to move forward, I got to go through those obstacles that he put in forth. You know what I'm saying? And, just want to explain. And I want y'all to see it this time. That's all I asked God. All I asked God was for him to cut the grass so y'all could see the snakes. Because I was the only one seeing it, I guess, before. So I might think I was going crazy. I'm complaining. I'm just making shit up. He's going to show y'all more, but this is one of many.
Right. So what caused Nori to even bring that up? Take us back to that. The clip came out of Nori saying it. Who this were they talking about? Terror Squad, Fat Joe? How did the whole thing happen?
Well, what do you think? What do you think from that clip? Because, I mean, I know Nori personally. I mean, he was always more a Fat Joe friend of mine. But when I seen, you know what I'm saying, Nori before, it was always love. You know what I'm saying? Capone, the whole CNN. So, what do you see that's different? You know what I'm saying in that formula right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, what I gathered, you know what I'm saying? I gathered that he was just to me. If he was doing it, like on purpose. Because you could always see it different ways. I'm a smart dude. So you see the haters, right? You see when it's hate, right? So you look at Nori. Now, he was saying this in front of Math, right? Math is a new podcaster coming up. I guess he's the new, you know what I'm saying? Part of the Cubanati, you know what I'm saying? Because they got the Cubanati as far as like the Joe. You know what I'm saying? The whole, going against Cuba, make sure, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, how the fuck powerful they think I am. So they know, because I think that they're doing probably some spiritual shit. They see my inner glow. And, I'm fucking, Leroy fucking Lee, you know what I'm saying? Bruce Leroy over here, I guess. So, you know what I'm saying? So, if he was prepping Nori, he was prepping Math, because that's what it is. He just chose the wrong place to prep him. And that's God also putting, you know what I'm saying, making them do the mistakes that they do. You know what I'm saying? Because they're getting too comfortable.
Right.
You see me?
Yeah, we still see you.
Okay, so
don't worry about that. That's our dude just putting you up on the screen. You good?
Okay,
though.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So if he was prepping Math to come, not to do these things, because I see Math, he had Troy Ave there, and he also had it's my boy, what's his name? You know who, right? Jay
Hood.
J Hood, my bad.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
J Hood. So those are two controversial, you know what I'm saying? So it was already moving like maybe Mav's gonna get Cuban. Yeah,
Right.
those two are like introductions to the real big bang bang. You know what I'm saying? To the boogie. When I'll be up there. So before he did that, maybe that was his warning and his way of, you know what I'm saying, putting that the community blueprint up so that Mav could understand us. And I was kind of disappointed that Mav, we don't have a relationship, personal relationship like that with Mav. But you know, as a brother that was coming up, I follow his battling career. And even when, you know, I hit him on Instagram, he hit me back. And, you know, we kept it cordial and respectful. So for him to be saying things like that, I was already prepped. You know what I'm saying? I was like prepped in his mind. Like there was like looking for doubts. You know what I'm saying? Where the math was like, yo, but I can't hate nobody like that. Then they started feeding him like fake info, you know, making him think that, you know, I got this shit on my jacket. And, you know, it's easy to do that when you want to get, you know, when you they throw the carrot. And if they show you that right amount of money, you might not want to read the whole Cuban and bring that, you know, paperwork out. Cuban never, you know, did did nothing that stains his jacket to the fact that he disappointed the real nigga shit.
Well, real
So
quick though, real quick, what did Math Hoffa say? Did he say anything?
yeah, he said, y'all saw the clip, right?
I didn't actually see what he said. I just saw what
Oh,
Nori
he
said.
said that. He said, yeah, because it'll be wrong. You know, saying to put up somebody up there that brought up fake paperwork out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And you know that'll be responsible. Like I was like, what you talking about, bro? I made he made it seem like he thinks that I made the paperwork, and that's not the story.
Right.
Never been the story. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's the narrative, the opposite niggas that, you know what I'm saying, painted. You gotta do your history as a journalist, as a podcast. You go check that story out, the paperwork story about Joe, that I put myself in
I
between because
remember.
I
Yeah.
posted it. I reposted it from
Right.
from Star, from Buck Wild Star. You know,
Yeah.
he put it up first. I took it from there, put it in my shit, and he wrote it up there and said, now let's find out if it's real or fake. And I wasn't playing no games like I did this, like I'm a psycho nigga, make up a fake paperwork and fucking, you know, put it on my own page and then act like I'm not him. Like I never had that character. You know, I'm straight up. So I just did get in the middle of it to find out myself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see nothing wrong at the time because it was like, yo, let me check this shit out. Because it's bad either way. If he's a fucking snitch, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm gonna look like, you know, I put him out there. You know what I'm saying? Something happened to me, it's gonna look like it's like I'm a, you know what I'm saying, like the worst fucking like ever, you know, human in the universe because he gave me the chance to get on, and then I got him killed because I put him on blast. And then if he is a snitch, then I got shit on my coat because the snitch put me on. So at the end of the day, it was bad. You know, say either way. So I wanted. That's why I even apologized at the end when it came out that the other guys
Yeah.
did not you know come out and produce any more facts to back that paperwork up. So actually we just did the reporting job for them, and it came out to be, you know, nobody else came out, so we left it like that. You know what I'm saying? My man, shout out to 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? He did his diligence. He went back actually he made that call to the prison, to the guy raised that was locked up. He talked to him on the phone. Y'all could go see that. So it wasn't a paperwork that was fake at all, and it wasn't even something I came with. I didn't make that. That shit 89. I didn't know Joe at 89. You know what I'm saying? I just did what I did. And
Right.
that's it. You know what I'm saying? But Math was acting like I'm the one who really put that out. And I made the paperwork up. So he's just looking at the wrong, you know what I'm saying, facts and stuff. So that was disappointing because he should be on his, you know, on his math. You know what I'm saying? He just did that. Yeah, he added the wrong mathematics up.
So you got we know the podcast interviews usually run 45 hours, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours long, right? Things last a long time. And
Yeah.
that clip in particular was targeted and put up. Now you ain't out here fucking with nobody. You minding your business. You doing your thing. You ain't out here on the internet even doing the wild stuff for them to even put that clip up out of all of it. Do you think that was a direct message to you?
Everything that the enemy does is always a part of who he is. That's not really who I think Nori is.
Right.
Now that's a person that works for the, you know, for the black hand, the black mobility, which is the white beluga mobility, which is the beluga naughty. That's the guy that has it in for me, right? But we have a problem. So of course, if you build something and they work, somebody, you know, you partner up with people and they work for you, you have certain rules and, you know, things that you want them to follow. And that's one of his rules. And you can see it. That's probably not one of Nori's rules that he feels that, you know what I'm saying, he feels comfortable with, because he brought my name up in Drink Champs. You know what I'm saying? Him and DJ EFN. So they got my name in him up, but I see it. It's like they're trying to soften up the Beluga. But the Beluga is the hardcore Beluga. You know, he ate, you know, you can't soften him up. He's blubber too much blubber. So, you know what I'm saying? So he's on his thing, and I'm on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But Nori is in the middle, and, you know, he put a lot of people in the middle. And the fact that it's sad is because we seen, you know, we came up together a little bit through the hip hop shit. You know, we was in a place where we all rose, and I was part of that. I was part of that beginning, that foundation. And then it's sad when people get to a certain position and become like they have that power. You know what I'm saying? They use that power against you, and you know them. It's like worse. It's like, damn, what? It's like a sellout to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And especially if they know. See if you don't know, you know, because the motherfuckers act like they don't know always. They'll be like, I'm just doing my job.
Right.
You know, I'm stopping his checks. I'm stopping him from going up the ladder. You know, I'm deliberately doing this, but respectfully. I wish him the best. That's what they saying to you. You know, I'm taking the money out of your kid's mouth. You know, for you to succeed in the sport that you are doing yourself. You are your own. You know, I'm my own right. I'm doing my own thing, but I don't want to stop him. You know, God bless him. I wish he do the best. That's their fucking talk. And it's incredible how they get away with it and let people believe that. Like, they're nice guys. When it comes to my situation, they could be nice guys, but my situation is special. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was special since fucking back then when DJ K Slay was doing extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know, to tell you the truth, these are the when we was up there, remember, we was up to the top levels. Well, you know, we rose up to the CEO levels where we was up there with those guys. So Joe's connections, you know, they definitely powerful up there, and he took that power, and he, you know what I'm saying? I guess I got something that's, you know, some kryptonite for him. You know what I'm saying? The Super Beluga. I got the Super Beluga kryptonite.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you next, man. You mentioned K Slay, you mentioned Funk Flex, and you mentioned Angie Martinez.
I dealt with them. That's right. I dealt personally with them. Seen it in them. Khaled's, you know what I'm saying? The people, whoever Joe touches, it's like that movie Falling with fucking Denzel Washington. Remember that shit? You touch a motherfucker, that shit goes in him.
Right.
And then, you know, that's what it was. Like, everybody that he touches, as far as like with his hate towards me or whatever he's telling them. I know he's definitely got to be telling them lies. There's nothing he could ever say ever that's solid against me. Nothing. So he's definitely doing it the Illuminati-ish way. You know what I'm saying? Behind the talking, whispering, telling them, you know what I'm saying? They're doing that because once it's out here, you see how they put it out here. You see I'm quick. If it's fake or anything, a story that's fake about me or I'm involved, you see me quick like this. I'm going to tell you the truth. I did that. You see my record, my track record. And that's the only time I'll try to correct. I'm correcting the truth and putting it out there for y'all to, you know what I'm saying? For y'all to, I guess, take face value or listen to it. You know the truth, man. When you know the truth when you hear it, man. You know the truth when you see it. You know what I'm saying? I never complain about my situation. Many material things I never complained. My complaining was serious personal shit about morals. Always backstabbing. You know what I'm saying? Did my nigga wrong. You know what I'm saying? Morals, integrity, loyalty, betrayal. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So niggas got to see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're rewarding the nigga that's got the pendulum, the diamond pendulum in your face, fucking hypnotizing you. You know what I'm saying?
Why you think Nori still messes with him if he did pun dirty, as people say?
There you go. That's the question you need to ask him. How that nigga would answer that one? Because I know the answer. It's money. You sold out. You went through the Nori door. We already know what's the door. He was talking about the Nori door. We know what's the door. Nori door is the fucking same door that fucking it's a nigga from 300 and the hunchback nigga went in and you see the nigga with one arm and the bitches with three titties and he's getting petted by Xerxes and he just said, all you have to do is bow to me. Well, you know, Leonidas wants you to stand up. All I want to do is kneel at your feet and kiss my fucking, you know, bunion on my toe. And that's what he did. He kissed Bunyan, Joe's bunion. Oh my God, look at that shit. Another one. That's another book. Joe's bunion. Toe that don't be kissed. Perfect fucking movie right there. So that's what happened. he kissed Joe's bunion. I mean, yeah, Joe's bunion, and then after that, Joe made him super hunchback.
You know, we all have worked and all had jobs and all had to kind of follow a company line at some point. We also all are men at the end of the day too,
Yep.
and you would think that your morals and that would stand above any kind of corporate line that somebody may try to toe on you. So as journalists, even though we know we may toe a certain line and may aggravate a certain sector of people, our job is to ultimately do what journalists are set out to do and call it right down the middle, right? So this is what we try to do, get both sides. If Joe wanted to come on here, he's more than welcome to come on here and speak his
And I would
side.
never get mad at you for that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. But we
That's
see in
right.
certain circumstances, in particular with the higher graded or higher publicized podcasts in hip hop, they really tiptoe through the tulips, as my cousin likes to say, when it comes to certain people. You would make a perfect guest on Mass Podcast, given like you said, the trade, the line he was going through. And as you were talking, I was assuming that you guys were in conversation, but now it kind of appears to me, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys never even talked.
No. We never personally talked. We did a back behind the, the IG. He
Right.
gave, I gave him my love for, like I told you, you know what I'm saying? The switch he made, the great podcast he had, his
Right.
career, he's a dope battle rapper. I gave him that love, and he told me, "Thank you, my brother. I've been a fan of yours." Things like that. Back, and then when this happened, of course, I hit him with 6 messages, telling my brother, "What's going on? You put that smut on my name. You let him put that on my name, whatever." And if find out, can you do your job as a journalist? Because you're talking recklessly, because that's a fake lie. Go do your diligence and duty. Go find out, and then make that assumption of me and see what you did. Because I could debunk that. And if you ever talk to me, we could talk about it.
Right.
You understand? But don't do that. Don't have that smut out in your mouth without even knowing the facts, without even, knowing it. Tell me the truth. Tell me your source that you know that, because I'm the source. I'm the only source, actually. You ask me anything.
Right.
So you got that in your mouth. That means somebody put it there, because I don't think you put that yourself. You want to give me that love in IG. So that must have been that. You know what I'm saying? So that was the I think his introduction, is his ceremony of fucking giving him the, you know what I'm saying, that he's an official, Beluga Trooper.
Is it hard to look at somebody's manhood differently? Is my ultimate question. When
exactly, and that's what it is.
What I mean?
That's why I have no respect for certain individuals when that happens, because it's like, look at you, you got a price on you. Niggas bought you, and everybody sees it, and then that's a beautiful thing about what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's but we have to react and reward or punish those that, you know what I'm saying, the values we agree with. And the way I've been seeing is like, how much fucking trickery can you do? But Joe definitely escaped he ducked and dodged and was able to really not answer anything about the Cuban Link mystery fucking little, you know what I'm saying, that little situation we had. You see me, I voiced it out. I've been voicing it out, and I told y'all, you know what I'm saying, because I had no hair on my tongue. And it needed to be understood. That's about me, because I know that behind the doors, just because he's not talking in front of this shit, that nigga blabby or behind the scenes. All that niggas, his friends, he's not our street friends. That's not his friends. He just got into media because he knows that this is going to be the change. So before this, that he was stuck up, he already conquered the top of them niggas. All them niggas already had the terror squad niggas. He sent some niggas, sent whatever to make the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And since I was under him as an artist, they listened to him over seniority and authority. Right. You know what I'm saying? He knew, he had the connections. He knew the rappers. You know what I'm saying? He was in front making those deals, and he was always in hip hop with niggas, Chris Lighties, you know what I'm saying, and all that. So he had he can move around more in the industry than me. That's why I say, you know what? I know that's going to be a hard task for me and I don't want the industry, because at the end of the day, I do what I do from the heart, and I know I do the shit from where I come from, and I don't want it. They're gonna set me up in that, like they did already. They made me look like the bad guy. It happened anyway, but I know if I was there, it's gonna be a problem that I know I have to. They know how I get down, so they know how to be a bitch towards me, do bitch things that get me mad and make me react like the actual villain. So that's why I'm not as stupid as motherfuckers gas you to be. So I played it on my toes all the way. I always been on my P's and Q's about what I did and all that. They get, like I said, I get caught up in just being human and being a nigga from the street. So I'm gonna go in there in the trenches. And But it's just being, it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and to tell you the truth, I don't regret the journey. I'm saying this only adds to the motherfucking to the golden story, the beautiful golden story,
Right.
the realest story never told.